What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the vlog. It is our final day here. We have a lot of things to wrap this up. Just imagine that Europe's Final Countdown is playing right now. Can't use it because of copyright infringement, but imagine that's playing right now because this is the Final Countdown. And please, 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 please
don't forget to hit subscribe.
One of the first things that we're doing here is setting up our lighting. So I'm marking out for these sconce lights, Decorators by Hinckley. It's a really sleek looking fixture. So a lot of times we'll do uplighting in the landscape beds that shine up on the deck, but since we found these, we are going to do down lighting on the outside of the deck because it's a really nice looking fixture. So we want people to see it. Next up for our lighting, it's this recessed step light. I think this is called the Luna, also Decorators by Hinckley. Really nice looking fixture. We've never used one like this before that's recessed into the deck. It's a little bit more work, but I think it's gonna be a really cool effect. So what we have to do, we mark out our locations, and this is basically gonna go right here. You can see the light, the LED fixture is right inside there, so it casts down, which is gonna create a really cool effect. So there's our mark. We're gonna cut that out. This will be recessed, and then there's a cover plate that goes on top. So right now we're just marking them out, then we'll cut them, then we'll put the plates in. It's a very important day. We have a lot to finish, and it's raining. It's not good. We need all the time we can get, but check it out over there. We got some sunlight, some blue skies coming, so I think it's gonna be passing, and we're still gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this. There's no other option. We have to finish this today. What do we have to do?
Finish the project.
Since the step lights have to be recessed, we have to cut holes for them to slide into, so that's taking a little while. So while we got that going on, prepping those, I'm gonna be installing these sconce lights, which are really nice and easy. So I'll show you how we put these in, and later we'll get them all connected. So it's basically a two-piece light. We have this cover, and here we have our LED unit. So I've pre-drilled a hole right here, have our spot marked out for our spacing on these. It's got a nice long lead on it, which is nice, so make it easier to hook up. So there's our fixture here. And what I'm gonna do, I've already installed a couple of these, so I know the spacing that I want on it. We have about a 3/16 reveal from the top. I'm gonna pre-drill these holes and then put some screws in it. And then the cover just slides right on top. Here's our cover. Slides right on. Really nice looking fixture. So I'm gonna go and get the rest of these installed, and then we can hook them up. We now have all of these sconce lights up. Check that out. We've got them spaced about every 4 feet. I really like this here, where it meets the bar. We have them all at this height, set one higher right in the middle of the bar. It looks really sweet. So now we are on to these recessed step lights, which look really sweet. They do look cool, don't they? Josh is gonna walk you through this install. Make it look fun and easy.
Make it look fun and easy, because that's what we do here at Premier Outdoor Living.
Every day is fun.
Isn't always easy.
Having fun's not always easy, you're right. Shove all your wire through the... This is easy because it's a huge hole.
Right, it's massive.
We've got the wire back there.
You get it up here, right?
Pop that right like that. Get your pre-drill.
Find your little hole you just made.
Find your little hole.
Like that.
Carefully without moving it. Get our other
Pop another one in there.
There you go.
Clean up your little fragments. So you pop this guy on, your gasket.
Pop your gasket.
Pop your painting clip. Okay.
There we go. There you go.
There you go, just like that.
Easy peasy. Sometimes you need daddy to help. So we did not end up finishing this all on Friday. It was just too much to overcome. But we're back here. It is actually Sunday. We're working a little extra to finish this bad boy up. Pat's also back. He was out dealing with some personal matters.
Not because of the coronavirus.
So we're getting the plants in. We got all these set up. Pat is installing those. Scooter's hooking up the last couple lights. We now have all of our lighting hooked up and everything is on. So I just want to show you how we do our connections. So what we do is we run this lead wire everywhere that lights are going to be installed. And then we have these Drycon basically an electrical connector filled with silicone. So you can see how silicone is popping out there. And we've got two lights going on here. We have this light up here, little sconce, and then we have an up light right there. So we just hooked them all in together into our lead wire, and then that's gonna lead to our next light. We tried to group them together as much as possible when we can, just so we have fewer connections to deal with, but everything is on, everything is looking good. Back of this privacy wall is gonna look awesome. 3 up lights just kind of illuminating this pattern. Needs some power washing big time. Get into that. We've been using these Decorators ALX Contemporary pre-assembled railings for about the past year. And they just came out this year with the welded railing, which is really nice. So it's pre-assembled, it's all welded together, so it's super strong. There's not any gaps, no chance of rattling or anything like that. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to install. These 6-foot sections are designed to be 6 foot on center with your posts. So all you do, we have 3 full runs here, pre-attach our hardware on both sides, then we just screw it into the post, install the next post exactly where it needs to go, and then boom, screw it into that. The 6-foot sections are 6 foot on center with your posts, 8-foot sections are 8 foot on center. So try to figure that out in your design, and you won't even have to cut them, just put the hardware on the ends, screw them to your posts, that's it. So we have our section temps up here, this post is screwed down. All we did was place it up there, set this right up flush against it, made a little mark, and now we know where to install this. This will just fit right in between, put some screws in it, and we're good to go. I'll show you how we're anchoring these down, because it's very simple with these top-mounted aluminum posts. We switched to those probably last year, going from a 4x4 with carriage bolts through it to these top-mounted aluminum posts. Probably is about 5 times as fast. They install faster, and we can put all of our decking down first, and we don't have to notch or round wooden posts, which takes forever. So I love doing them this way. We got these big old GRKs. We like to use either these or some ledger locks, either one. They work really well. Make sure you have double blocking underneath this so that it's going into something solid all the way through. Only 2 screws in it, and it is still already really solid. A lot of people think that with top-down aluminum posts and just lags going in through the top, it's not gonna be really stable, but these I found are even more stable than 4x4 posts with carriage bolts through it, especially once it gets connected to the rest of the rail section. It really locks it together, and it's super strong. So I love doing it this way. Huge time saver, which is the biggest thing. How you making out there, Pat? What are you planting there?
I don't know what these are called.
It's called an Akuba.
It's made up.
It's not made up. One-piece base trim here. Got all the screws in here, and this thing is nice and solid already. We're also gonna put a cocktail rail on top, which is just going to be a 5.5-inch Sierra board. Again, cocktail rail is one of my favorite things to add onto a deck. It's very simple, very cost effective, and it increases the usable space because people can just stand up next to the railing, pop a drink on there, pop a little plate on there. Perfect for parties, so we do them all the time. It also gives it a really nice look when the whole railing's nice and flat and it's not interrupted by little post caps poking up. So, and just like that, we got this thing totally wrapped up. We'll start the tour with this privacy wall. This is the back of the privacy wall, and look how cool this looks. We got some up lights on here. It's looking freaking awesome. Pat, come on. We start with this deck here, a little extension of the playroom. So this is just gonna be a flex space. Probably gonna be a kiddie pool out here. You never know what's gonna happen out here. So we left this just kind of open, and now we walk into the main deck area. Check this out. One of the coolest things here, we got this Sunbright TV, outdoor television. I know I'm gonna get questions about it. How's this thing out in the weather like this? It's a waterproof TV. Yes, it's expensive, but it's worth it. Pretty awesome. Movie night out here, no problem. Drink some brewskis, watch the sports game, if sports ever come back. I don't know, but this thing is pretty awesome, and it's kind of a centerpiece of the whole project.
Sean, when you're editing this, my hand went in the shot for 1 second. Make sure you edit that part out. I believe in you.
And here we are at the bar. This is probably my favorite feature of this whole project. Let me walk you through what we got going on here. We've got a nice deep bar top here. Space for 4 stools. You could probably squeeze 5 in there, but we got 4 in here now. And this is probably the coolest feature on here. Ice trough, baby. Got plugs in there. Fill this baby up with ice, beers, sodas, whatever you want, you're good to go.
It's party time.
That leads us out to the eating area. Check this out. What do you think about that, Pat? Okay. So, one of the things that I really love about this is we've got these steel beams, powder coated black. It picks up the decorator's railing. It really looks great with the decorator's Tundra, Sierra, dark slate, 3-color combo. As always, one of my favorite features is the flat cocktail rail. Nice place to hang out, put a drink there, put a little plate, whatever you want. One of the other big features of this project is all the lighting we did. You can see we have more of those sconce lights next to the TV.
Beautiful.
We've got them under the bar.
Beautiful.
We've got them on the steps.
Beautiful.
We've even got them on the outside of the deck.
Beautiful.
Well, that's it for this project and this vlog. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the next project. Check out these drone shots. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and this is Premier Outdoor Living.